Hey there, book lovers, casual readers, and students looking for an epic tale to dive into. Today, we're cracking open a book that's a little dark, a little edgy, and a whole lot of thrilling. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. It's a gripping blend of mystery, family drama, investigative journalism, and yes, even a dash of romance. If you've ever wondered what it's like to chase secrets hidden for decades, confront the darkness in people, or simply try to figure out what makes a girl with a dragon tattoo tick, you're in for a treat. Buckle up, because this story is about to take you on one wild ride. Let's dive in. Act 1. Setting the scene. Alright, first things first. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is set in Sweden. And let me tell you, this isn't the picture-perfect IKEA catalog Sweden. It's cold, dark, and full of secrets, basically the perfect backdrop for a murder mystery. The story kicks off with a disgraced journalist named Mikael Blomkvist. He's the co-founder of a magazine called Millennium, known for tackling powerful, corrupt figures. But here's the kicker. Mikael has just lost a libel case against a shady businessman named Hans-Erik Wennerstrom. His reputation is in shambles, and his career is hanging by a thread. While Mikael is licking his wounds, we're introduced to our other main character, Lisbeth Salander. And trust me, you'll remember her. She's a hacker extraordinaire with a photographic memory, a sharp tongue, and a rebellious spirit. She's the girl with the dragon tattoo, and she's not your typical heroine. Lisbeth's got a dark past and a lot of emotional scars, but she's also a total badass. She works as a private investigator for a security firm, where she uses her tech skills to dig up dirt on people. Think of her as a modern-day Sherlock Holmes with a goth twist. Act 2. The big mystery. Now, here's where things get juicy. Enter Henrik Wenger, an elderly billionaire from one of Sweden's most prominent families. Henrik hires Mikael for a very unusual job. He wants Mikael to solve a decades-old mystery, the disappearance of his beloved niece, Harriet Wenger. Harriet vanished 40 years ago during a family gathering on their private island. And here's the creepy part. Henrik is convinced that someone in his own family killed her. Every year since her disappearance, someone has been sending him a pressed flower, something Harriet used to do for him when she was alive. Talk about the Wenger family is complicated, to say the least. They're wealthy, powerful, and absolutely dysfunctional. We're talking about feuds, secrets, and enough skeletons in their closets to fill a cemetery. Henrik believes Mikael, with his investigative skills, might be able to uncover the truth. And since Mikael has nothing to lose, he agrees to take on the case. Act 3. Mikael and Lisbeth cross paths. While Mikael starts digging into the Wenger family's past, Lisbeth is dealing with her own problems. As a ward of the state, she has to deal with an abusive guardian who controls her finance. This guy, Nils Bjurman, is one of the most despicable characters in the book. He uses his position to exploit and assault Lisbeth. But remember, Lisbeth is not someone you met. She exacts her revenge in a way that's both brutal and satisfying, showing that she's not just a survivor, she's a force to be reckoned. Eventually, Mikael and Lisbeth's paths cross when Mikael realizes he needs help with the Wenger case. Lisbeth, with her hacking skills and sharp mind, is the perfect partner. Together, they form an unlikely duo. Mikael is methodical and determined, while Lisbeth is brilliant and unpredictable. They dig deeper into Harriet's disappearance, uncovering clues that have been buried for decades. Act 4. The dark truth unveiled. As Mikael and Lisbeth piece together the puzzle, they discover that the Wenger family's history is darker than anyone could have imagined. Their investigation leads them to a series of gruesome murders that are somehow connected to Harriet's disappearance. It becomes clear that they're not just dealing with a single crime, they're unraveling a web of violence and corruption. The tension builds as Mikael and Lisbeth get closer to the truth. They face threats, dead ends, and shocking revelations that test their resolve. And just when you think you've got it all figured out, Larsson hits you with a twist that changes everything. Without giving too much away, let's just say that the climax is both intense and deeply satisfying. Act 5. The After. After the mystery is solved, Mikael and Lisbeth's lives are forever changed. Mikael gains a new perspective on his own values and priorities, while Lisbeth confronts some of her personal demons. The book ends on a bittersweet note, leaving readers hungry for the next installment in the series. So, what makes The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo such a standout? For one, the characters. Lisbeth Salander is one of the most iconic fictional characters of our. She's complex, flawed, and utterly fascinating. Mikael is a great foil for her, bringing a sense of grounded realism to the story. Then, there's the plot. It's a perfect blend of slow-burn mystery and heart-pounding thriller, with enough twists and turns to keep you on the edge of your seat. And let's not forget the social commentary. Larsson doesn't shy away from tackling issues like corruption, misogyny, and abuse of power, making this book more than just a page-turner. It's a thought-provoking. If you haven't read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo yet, what are you waiting for? It's a masterclass in storytelling that will leave you hooked from start to finish. Whether you're into mysteries, thrillers, or just love a good character-driven narrative, this book has something for everyone. And if you've already read it, let us know your favorite moments in the comments below. Did you see the twists coming? What do you think of Lisbeth and Mikael's partner? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more bookish content. Until next time, happy